In a recession, there are two types of people: people who are making money and people who aren't making any money. The question is, what side do you want to be on? My name is Salim Mohammed, and I entered this entrepreneurial world for the past 10 months. I must say, luckily for us, or people like myself, there are quite a number of individuals that had a lot of failed stories to which we can learn from and skip the failure phases and go directly to success. So one thing I've learned I'm gonna share with you all is how to apply these 5 criterions to measure an opportunity. Opportunities are all around us, but how do you know how to get yourself involved in these opportunities? Right? So the first of the 5 is the product. What is the business offering? I asked 2 questions about the product. The first question is this something people really need right now? Is there a need in the marketplace for the product? And the answer is yes. Of course. Who doesn't want an additional form of income to assist their financial needs, right? The second question is, does the product fit the need? For years and years to come, they will always have the Forex market. Once each country has their own currency and we do trading between countries, it will always have the Forex market. So yes, it satisfies the needs. The second criterion is the company. Now this is a company that is debt free. It doesn't need new clients to keep afloat. The $5 trillion at the Forex market attracts millions of people with a shared dream of financial freedom. The Cashfx Group is artfully combining the technical experience required for Forex success with a dedicated corporate team, state-of-the-art headquarters, and a passion for helping others with a strong desire to improve their lives. With over 120,000 plus members in 185 countries, they've conducted over 209,000 plus payouts. So the answer is yes, 100% solid, bulletproof company. So I guess we're rocking and rolling, right? The third criterion is, how do you earn money? Because if you look at this from a business perspective, is it worth your time? Can you make money? And that's the key thing for people to know. Can you make quick, part-time, or full-time money? And the answer is yes. So you have a good product, you have a good company, you have a good compensation plan. What about the support tools and systems? What you have? So this Cashfx Group have a ticketed support system that channels your direct needs and questions. You have the conversion pros partnering with the Cashfx Group to advance your marketing and software skills. You have fast payments and layered security to keep your money safe and confidential. You have transparent reporting in your back office, giving you access to your trade results and easily check your Cashfx historical data. You also have live virtual events giving company updates with plans for the future, compensation plan updates, etc. So the right support tools and systems, check out for sure. And the last thing, but not the least, is the right timing. We are in a pandemic and the predefined methods of earning an income are quickly dwindling away. A lot of companies are working from home now, and we've seen the highest unemployment rates in the history of our time. Earning an income is at the top of everyone's minds right now. The Cashfx Group has created a way to earn a living from the comfort of your home. We want everyone to look and feel their best with no financial worries. It's a brand new opportunity and so many people are excited about it. So if you're the kind of person that wants to earn a weekly recurring income, work from home, be healthier, more vibrant, then stay on this call as we go through in details how this business plan works. Or reach out to the person that shared this video with you and get back to them. I look forward to seeing each one of you on this exciting and rewarding journey. Take care.
All right. Welcome everyone. Welcome back to our Cashfx Group presentation overview. Truly, I am happy to have you here. Thank you for your time. And I like to say that it will not be a waste. You will get value for your time. Okay, again, thank you for being here. My name is Sheldon Shirley. And of course, we do these presentations Monday through Friday. And that is 11 a.m. for us in Jamaica, 12 p.m. for those in Trinidad, and also 6 p.m. for those in Jamaica, and 7 p.m. for those in Trinidad. So, now that you know the times, you can hop on at any time, and Mr. Mark Daniels and myself will be surely be happy to help you in understanding this wonderful opportunity that we have with the Cashfx group. Okay, so with that being said, I just want to introduce you to or remind you of an event that we have coming up in December. All right, so tis the season to go cashless. Yes, tis the season to go cashless. December 12th, we're having this grand event, and we want you to be there. Come and be informed so that you can have a good future. The world is changing, and we're just trying to help persons to stay ahead of the game. All right. And of course, we'll be giving away Bitcoin. We'll be giving away contracts, and we'll be giving away Bitcoin. So you don't want to miss that. So please save the date and make yourself present on the day. Also, on tomorrow, we will be having a contract giveaway at 6 p.m. Jamaica time, 7 p.m. Trinidad time on our opportunity call tomorrow evening. So don't miss it. All right, don't miss it. Of course, contact me for further details where that is concerned. With those reminders of the way, let's get into our presentation today. Okay, so there are a few things I want you to keep in mind, right? First and foremost, no referrals needed. With the Cashfx group, we don't need new members to stay afloat. So there are no new members. The whole idea of referring new members is strictly optional. You don't have to do that. It's not needed. Secondly, there are no monthly fees, no monthly subscriptions, one-time purchase, you're good to go. No mandatory meetings. These meetings are for persons who do not know about Cashfx and they want to be educated about Cashfx. And last but not least, let the pros trade for you. Yes, we are involved in the Forex market, but you're not the one doing the trading for yourself. So you don't have to worry about loss. We have some professionals who have your backs. All right. So leave it to them and they'll be sure to take care of you. So come with me as we find out that success in the Forex market is literally a few clicks away. Let me not hesitate in introducing you to two trending industries that we are involved in. First of which is what we call e-learning. All right, everybody's learning online right now. The schools, jobs, we have seminars, we have all kind of master classes and all this stuff going on. Well, the Cashfx group has also sought a way to educate persons online. All right, so that's good to know. The other one is what we call e-learning, e-earning rather. Right, so we know about the stock exchange, we know about the equities market, we know about the futures market, but let me introduce you to the Forex market. All right, that 5.3 trillion per day. It towers above the rest, most liquid, recession proof. Come on, it makes sense. Okay, so the banks, this is how they make their money. Hedge funds, this is how they make their money. All sort of people make their money in this space. So Cashfx Group has found a way to make the regular man like you and myself get their portion of the pie. All right, so we can get our bit so that we can create our wealth as well. Sounds good? Of course it does. So truly, we want to be a part of this opportunity. So let's talk some more about the Cashfx Group. Behind the company are their core values, which are transparency, honesty, and respect for all members. Of course, I like to remind people that in order for you to have trust All of these things must be present: transparency, honesty, and respect. Because any relationship, even business relationships, need trust, especially in these ventures. If you don't have trust, then you won't have a good business relationship. So it is good that they have seen it necessary to have these qualities so its members can feel confident about the business venture that we are in. Okay. Another thing that they do is their purpose is to ensure that we are successful in the Forex space, whether it be by their proprietary trading, right, are also providing us with the opportunity to learn to trade for ourselves. So that's a wonderful plan. So the company would, of course, got together, hired the necessary professionals so that we could be most successful. So you name it, they have it. If we're talking about network marketing professionals, they have it. We're talking about persons who are dealing with project management, talking about persons who are dealing with graphics design and education and all of these things. They have hired them. All right. And that is why the business has been booming for the past 2 years. So who would have put this together? Well, Oscar Lopez and Edwin Abad. These guys are our founders, right? So Oscar Lopez, of course, is a successful entrepreneur. All right. He's been a leader in the network marketing space. He's also been successful in cryptocurrency, and he has all that experience, and he loves people. All right. He loves helping people. He loves giving back. When we talk about Edwin Abad, he has those qualities as well, but this man loves trading. He has a passion for trading, and he heads up our trading team, right? So when you put these two guys together, who would have decided that, they want to create something that works and something that lasts? Well, they came together within tune of $7 million, and they would have started this company out of their own pockets. All right. And that's how we have today the Cashfx Group, or CFX for short. So, of course, this company is registered in Panama City, and we would have had a grand opening the other day. And I just want to take you on a 1-minute tour of the facilities or our headquarters over there in Panama City. Nice. Good stuff here. All right. So I'm definitely looking forward to setting foot in that space. Come 2022, of course, there's an open door policy. You just have to make sure you make an appointment and you have the necessary requirements to visit. And you can always go there and meet the persons involved face to face. All right. So that's good to know. All right. So now that I would have put all of that information before you, so the legitimacy of the company, that it's a global company. It's not just something that is local, and the core values and what they're involved in. The next thing that we want to visit is how do we become a part of the company? All right. So we have 15 contracts that are divided into 3 categories. First of which is what we call the elemental plans. All right. So the elemental plans start from 300 all the way to 3,000. Here you get the basic knowledge of trading. All right. So the e-learning we're talking about, this is where it applies. So you get the basics here. Then we move on to the advanced plans. This stems from 5,000 all the way up to 20,000. Here now you're getting advanced knowledge about trading. And of course, we move on to the supreme plans from 30,000 all the way to 100,000, which is our highest contract, or what we call our gold standard. Here now, you should be killing it in the market. You have expert knowledge. All you know is to spend time in the market to sharpen your skills. And of course, that is all optional. As I said before, you can just allow the traders to trade for you and you're still good. Okay. So you purchase any one of these contracts and you're good to go in the company. So the next thing that we want to look at is, how do I earn? Because everybody needs to know what's in it for me. Okay. So let me talk to you about our rewards plan. Let's talk about Bear Capital. Bear Capital is passive participation. So once you would have purchased a trade package, you are a Bear participant. That means that traders are trading on your behalf, and every week your returns come into your back office. It's that simple. Yes, that's it. So every week you're getting your return, just seeing your returns. So if you're seeing that and you say, all right, well, this is good and dandy, but it's a little bit too slow, and I want to be more active, I want to be, actively participating, then we introduce to you what is called bull capital. Now, bull capital is when you would have shared the opportunity with at least one person and they come on board and join the company, and you are now participating in the bonuses that a company has to offer to its members for sharing the opportunity. So we're talking about fast start bonuses, unilevel bonuses, talking about matching matrix bonuses, and all of these leadership bonuses. And the more you share the opportunity with others, the better the opportunity for you to rank up in the company. So you start at one particular point, then you start sharing it, then you move on up the ladder. All right, so that's awesome. So now that you would have purchased a contract, well, let's break it down for you and see how it actually works. So we're using the $1,000 contract as an example. So you purchase this $1,000 contract, you're participating in Bear Capital. 70% of that money, which is $700, goes into your trading account. So this money is traded in a broker for you, right? So because we're using a broker, which has to be regulated, that means that this 70% of your money is insured. So if anything should happen, this comes back to you. Okay, so even though it is 70% of your money that is being traded, the company has agreed to take your money to 2x or 200% or $2,000 because we're dealing with the $1,000 contract. That's the promise of the company. Good. So even though it's 70% has been traded, the promise is still 2x. So keep that in mind. But let's look at the other side. So the remaining 30% goes to your academy product and also the bonuses. So the person who would have invited you, they receive 50% of this 30%, which is $150, right? And then the other 50% goes towards unilevel bonus. Now, keep in mind that the person who brought you in earns fast start and unilevel bonus. And this is not a one-time bonus. It continues as long as the person stays in the company and keeps upgrading their contract and go on up the road. You still earn the bonus on the difference of the contract upgrades. Okay, so keep that in mind. This part also goes 2x, 200%, or $2,000. So you have an opportunity to earn 400% of $4,000 with a $1,000 contract purchase. That is good stuff. All right. So what are your options? Let's go back to Bear Capital. You allow your money to go 2x. What are your options? Well, withdraw your money. 20% fee comes out. Yes, there's a 20% fee and the only fee, and we'll talk about that later on. So what happens here is that you have $2,000, your 20% comes out, so that's 400, you're left with 1,600. What happens here is that you can walk away. That's it. You're not tied to the company. You can just mosey on whenever you're ready. Cool? Yes. So option number 2, same thing. You withdraw your money. The 20% comes out. You have 1,600. You put 600 in your pocket. Use 1,000 to repurchase your contract and get the wheel turning again. Nice. Yes, a lot of persons opt to do this because they want to make sure that the system works. I can actually get my money, and so they do that. All right. So if that's your preference, then fine, go ahead. All right. But there's a third option. You don't allow your money to go to 2x, but then now you benefit from upgrading your contract and start to participate in what is called compounding interest. All right. So if you know the power of compounding interest, then this should appeal to you. All right. As a matter of fact, the wise one, Einstein, once said that compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. So, you know, it sounds like you know what he's talking about. And of course, if you know about compounding, you know exactly what he is talking about. So let me show you what that looks like and what we call our roadmap to $100,000. So it's good to know that you can start at the lowest contract and work your way up. All right. So in other words, what you're doing is you're maximizing your minimum input. So here you start with a $300 contract. Now this chart is an estimate of a 5% return per week. And we like to remind people that not because we have past results is going to guarantee future results, but it's what we see consistently. So it's what we have to use. So you purchase a $300 contract, 210 is traded for you because that's the 70%. And within a 24-week period at $10.50 per week, you have $250 in your balance. So with that, you can upgrade to the 500. All right. Now you're to the 500. Here's the compounding effect we're talking about. Now you're earning $17.50 per week. So within a 36 period, you have 625 in your balance. You're now ready to upgrade to the 1,000. You get to the 1,000, you're now making $35 a week. All right. So you see that you are compounding your interest. You're putting interest on top of interest. So you're making more on your returns. Nice, of course. And that goes on and on and on. Now, check this. If you start with a 300 contract, you will have to renew at the 500 because of the percentage carryovers. Okay, so the company would have promised to take your contract to 200%. So by the time you would have upgraded to the 500, you would have already gone 84% on your $300 contract. So when you get to your 500, you're going to be starting from 50% because $250 is 50% of $500. So you can think about it like that. And that should put things into perspective for you. Okay, so those are your options. So if you don't do that, by the time you upgrade to the 1,000 and you're ready to upgrade to the 2,000, then you would not have been able to be, you would not be able to go all the way because you would be short. Again, because of the percentage carryovers. So you'd have to come out of pocket, right? So if you don't want to do that, renew at the 500, and then there are no more obstacles as you go up the road. All right, so all these options are available. So between 5 to 7 years, we can get to the $100,000 contract depending on how we treat our contract. All right, so contact the person who have invited you on this call and ask them to explain to you what are your available options and choose the one that is best for you. So let's address that 20% we spoke about earlier. Here we have what we call the 3x10 forced matrix. Now, how this works is that on the level 1 of the matrix, and here there's only room for 3. All right. And then now it goes down into levels by multiples of 3. All right. So you start off with 3, then you're going to have 9, you're going to have 27, and you're going to have 81, and so on and so forth. All right. So it fills out under each person, it fills out from one direction to the other, and it goes 10 levels deep. All right. Things from left to right. So what is happening here is this idea of a spillover effect. So when you come into the company, you fall into the matrix. You either fall beside someone or beneath someone. That's how it is. You have no control over that. And that is why they call it the force matrix. Now, the good thing about this is that it is a system that is designed for a person to withdraw their money. So this is how you benefit from the matrix. You benefit when someone makes a withdrawal. And I said, yes, you, not the company, because that 20% withdrawal fee filters back to the members. And how it works is that the person who comes in, whether or not you brought them in, when persons underneath you withdraw, then that money goes up and is shared up based on the percentages or whatever level you are on. So let's keep that in mind. Okay, nice. So the good thing about this is that it is part of the system that helps it to be sustained. Yes, sustainability means longevity. So when we put that together, we understand that this company is built to last, and that's very comforting. So hold on to that. All right, let's move on to now what we call our unilevel bonus. And this particular section, unlike the force matrix, which benefits both, here it is only beneficial for those who are sharing the opportunity or those who are bull participants. So when you come to the company, you are considered an ace trader, right? And you can even move up to a mentor, but it's the same access to 4 levels deep. So what happens here is that when you invite someone, they fall on your level 1. So if I invite you, you're on my level 1, I get a fast start bonus and I get a unilevel bonus. If you invite someone because you see how awesome this opportunity is, then they fall on my level 2. I don't get any fast start bonus. You do, because that's now your invite. Okay. So now when that person also invites someone, they fall on my level 3. Same thing. I get 10% unilevel bonus. Fall on my level 4, same thing again. So when that person on my level 4 invites someone and they fall on my level 5, I get no bonus. If I want that bonus, then I would have to rank up to executive. All right, and that will unlock level 5 and 6. That means that I have to do a particular amount of business in a 30-day period so that I can unlock that level and now earn 20% on levels 5 and 6. Good stuff. Yeah. Okay. So if I want to unlock level 7 and 8, rank up to manager. Want to unlock level 9, rank up to director. All right. Level 10, 11 through to infinity, we're talking about president, ambassador, and global ambassador. All right. So, of course, this business is designed for persons to work together. It takes team effort. All right. So it is good to know that your success is dependent on your team's success, and your team's success is dependent on your success. So everybody works together. All right. Everybody leverages each other. So especially when you get to these 3 last ranks, then everybody's leveraging, or everybody in your organization is being leveraged. All right. So definitely want to look into that aspect of the business if it appeals to you. All right. I know it appeals to me. All right. Because it definitely makes sense. So along with all that, you do the work, then you get recognized for it. So, and in October, we would have seen the company recognizing the efforts of the 95 new executives, 23 new managers, 5 new directors, and 2 new presidents. And of course, they don't just recognize them, but they are compensated for their efforts. So let's look at some rewards that they receive. When you rank up to the level of executive, there's an iPad for you to have, or $675 US, all right? If you rank up to the manager level, then you have a Rolex watch or $7,500 to receive. Now, if you get to director, there is an all-expense paid trip for 2, or you can claim the price of $11,250. Sounds good, yeah? All right. And if you rank up to president, there's a Porsche, or you can claim the price of $75,000. All right. So that's nice. Yes, it is. And of course, if you rank up to ambassador, there is a Ferrari, or you can claim the price of $150,000 US. And of course, global ambassador gets a Lamborghini or $375,000. So you choose. All right. But anyway, what really gets me excited every time, because that's what got me into the company, were the numbers. Yeah, I love the numbers. So when we look at the numbers, let me tell you what I like about numbers. Numbers show results. Are we consistently progressing? Are we slacking off? What does the number show? Well, let's see. In last week, we saw a 5.01% return. The week before that was a 5.06 return. So what we see here right away is that both weeks are consistently showing us 5%. As a matter of fact, that's what we've been seeing for the longest while. Now, if you look at the returns with the smallest contract, that is a $10 per week return. Hey, $10. Nah, man, that sounds too little bit. That's what we often say. But guess what? If you put $300 in the bank right now, at the end of the week, I guarantee you, you will not get $10. That's a fact. All right? That's a fact. So you do the math. You do the math. All right, so the weekly returns look small. Let's look at the monthly returns. In October, we saw a 21.12% return. In September, it was 22.10% return, right? So again, we're seeing consistency. In order for you to get over 20%, and it means that all the weeks had to be 4%, 5%, sorry. You understand what I'm saying? So when we look at the monthly return, I would say it looks a little bit bigger. So the smallest contract, we're talking about $44 passively. You're not doing anything. This is hands-free money. And again, if you put your money in the bank, put $300 in the bank and go back at the end of the month and see if you get $44. But I guarantee you won't go back to see $300, and it's not going to be an increase. All right, it's going to be decreased. So you think about that. You see the contract sizes. You're smart. You're big and you have sense. That's why you're viewing this presentation right now. So you do the math for yourself. So let's look at the year so far. 219.81%. Just look from January all the way to October. Look at the returns and tell me that you don't see consistency. Okay, you're not convinced. Oh man, tough crowd. Okay, 2020, when things were just ridiculous, people were losing jobs, the economy was in shambles, COVID was just tearing the place up. What was Cashfx doing though? Okay, returns. That's what they were doing. Returns. Come on, 329.54%. I always do that. I always do that because it is mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing, right? So the only question you should be asking me right now is, Sheldon, how do I get started? How do I get in? My friends, that's a good question. So let me help you out. To get started, you have to acquire Bitcoin. Yes, my friends, Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. So the company would have seen some value in Bitcoin, and that is why they would have chosen it to be their method of payment. So let's look at a few Bitcoin facts. First of all, Bitcoin is a computer-generated asset. All right, that means it is digital money. It is a medium of exchange between persons without the intervention of the central bank. All right, so that's what it is. It's a digital asset. Just like how you have your money, you put it in the bank and you can go online, log in, and you can send it here and send it there because you have digitized your money. So Bitcoin, that's what Bitcoin is. So we have government issued money, and then we have computer generated Bitcoin, money of the people. All right, because we see the value in it and we choose to use it as a means of exchange. That's what gives it its value. So we're talking about Bitcoin having a fixed amount. Why is that important? Because it does not suffer inflation. With government money, they print it unlimitedly. So what that means is they're affecting the stock to flow ratio, right? So nothing is going out of circulation. So when you bring more in, the money that you have in the bank devalues. So what you used to use to buy groceries in 2020, in 2020, it's not the same amount of money you're using in 2021, and that's just a year. So inflation is killing us, right? There are only 21 million Bitcoins that can be produced. So there is no way for you And that is one of the reasons why Bitcoin continues to go up in value. Right? So no matter how someone holds it and it goes up and it goes up, somebody says, all right, let's make some more, let's make some more. It's not designed like that. All right, it's not designed like that. All right, Bitcoin is a public database. There's something called a blockchain that you can just go on literally and, check up on your money and see what's going on. Right? Of course, government money there's no transparency. You just have to take their word for it. Bitcoin is a decentralized fund, meaning that no one entity owns it. No one entity owns it. Cool. All right. Of course, with government money, the banks and the government own it. And of course, with Bitcoin, there are low transaction fees. Government money, hey, you transfer a large sum of money and you see what happens. All right. Fees will kill you. So at the end of the day, the point is that Bitcoin gives you back power into your hands. You have control over your money. All right, the government cannot step in and say, hey, look like you have too much money. What's going on? Let's freeze this account. So definitely. So this recognizing the value in Bitcoin, again, is the reason why the company would have chosen it as a method of payment. All right, so earlier we talked about the idea that you don't need to refer anyone, but my friends, you need to be referred by someone. So you need someone's referral link if you're going to join the company, right? So you can't just Google and sign up, or you can't download the app because there's no app, all right? You need someone's referral link. So the person who would have invited you on this call must be able to provide you with a link, right? Or whoever introduces them to it must be able to provide a link so you can register and, of course, make your payment, and then you're good to go with the company. But the only next question you should be asking is, how do I get my money? Of course, so once you put in a withdrawal request, you have your Bitcoin sent to your wallet, and you can just use it as it is. You can have leaders convert your cash for you if you want to do it for yourself, and you can do so. Also, we can put you onto a global MasterCard where you can put your money on that card, and then you can just go to the ATM and pull money whenever you want. You can go to the supermarket and shop, or you can shop online. All right. So why do we share this opportunity? Well, because we want persons to understand that they can do what matters. They can spend time with their families. They can, do what they love because they love doing it and not because they have to do it. So now that you have seen this wonderful opportunity, I encourage you to get back to the person who would have invited you on this call, and then ask them any questions that you might have and help them so that they can help you rather to clarify. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you on board, because this opportunity is too awesome for you to miss. All right. So until next time, my friends, I am Sheldon Shirley, and I bid you adieu. And I want you to get on board. All right. So God bless. See you later. Peace out.